On the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Red Raiders will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very...
He unleashes a long one. Holds it in on the left. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Memphis. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Just about set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll throw it on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Working that left side now. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed well.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Now the play fake. Getting some heat. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, the running back has it. He breaks a tackle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. It's going to catch a big fella.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's looking deep. Makes the catch. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Using his feet. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're going to pass on what would figure to be an easy 3 points and instead go for it on fourth down. They want to throw it. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Wants to bring it back. Spins away from the defense. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this way.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his man down the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires left. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Bulls his way forward. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. That was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
The Red Raiders will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down. When it matters the most, you could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Leaves it with the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop them.
The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Line gets set, 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender? being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Offense gets set for second down. The play action fake. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Trying to get to him. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game we go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, just keeps firing. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. Memphis wants to move quickly. He's going to pass. He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Memphis.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Will take over. First and 10.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Picks up 1.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
With the score, Memphis 31, Texas Tech 2.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On second down, wants to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's right on target. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job hitting there, getting the hit on him. But nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. The completion well past the sticks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Running through contact. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Looking to pass on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Turns it loose. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his back in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Oh, what a move. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
The aerial assault continues. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Memphis picking up the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it! Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. He'll bring it back from inside his 5, and the returner will be knocked down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Motion from the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple of times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Spits it out to the back. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take this over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
With the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Memphis 28.
They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Air Force is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 28 to Marshall. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own, trying to get behind the defense. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Number 28.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his...
A shot toward the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Texas Tech, number 83, falls in the end zone.
They'll line up to go for 2. Zings it complete to the right. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
31, Texas Tech, 17.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Tigers will take over, 1st and 10.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll try the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Loss of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. The quick out. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs. Bangs his way to the 20. Memphis wants to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got room on the return. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Got his man on the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Red Raiders! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Back in the end zone.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
31, Texas Tech, 25.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On target to the left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And the Tigers are flying down the field. Power football with the run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. This is a designed run. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense. That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Memphis. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Rock and roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He'll ride his man on the option. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. On third down, he drops to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taking them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch past the sticks. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense says thank you very much for the free 5 yards. 1st and 5. Wants to pass. Looking left. He makes a catch. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Defense not showing press coverage. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Starting to feel a little pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got his man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Red Raiders! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. And he's dragged down.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They'll line up for the onside kick. Just 1 second to play, and really their only hope is some type of penalty for an untimed down. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA.